Welcome everybody to our next performance of the Shelter in Place Festival. Our next play is called Shakedown. It was written by Emily Hawe. It is starring Haratine, Melinda Massie, and this was directed by Kate McGehee. Enjoy, everyone.
Shakedown by Emily Hawe. Characters: Doreen, early 40s, energetic, confident, and put together. Sally, early 40s, the opposite of Doreen. She tends towards the frumpier side and is clearly overwhelmed by life at the moment. Setting: the present time during the COVID-19 outbreak. The play takes place through a FaceTime call with the screen split between Sally and Doreen. Doreen walks on a treadmill as she talks, so her head bobs slightly up and down.
Hey, hon, how are you doing?
Hi, Doreen. I'm just calling you back. Is now a good time?
For you, Sally, any time is a good time.
Okay, because your head's kind of bobbing up and down.
I have a standing desk with a treadmill underneath. A fit body leads to a fit mind. But of course, I'm sure you knew that.
Of course.
Multitasking is the key to success. Remember that, Sally.
Okay.
Write it down.
Okay.
Because I really think I could mentor you into something incredible.
You do?
Something worthy of the Platinum Club, I really do.
But my sales...
Your sales are abysmal.
I did sell 2 cases. I'm not sure that counts as abysmal.
I don't sugarcoat. Do you know how many cases Kelly Ann sold? 105.
How is that even possible?
Because Kelly Ann believes in herself and she believes in the power of our product. Do you?
I think so.
You think so? And that is why your sales are abysmal. Drop the question mark. Question marks do not lead to success. Are you writing that down?
Sure. Never mind.
As your mentor, I expect you to be forthcoming.
It's just that I question the ethics of it all.
You and your questions. Ethics have nothing to do with any of it.
There's a global pandemic. People are losing their jobs and worrying about how to put food on their table. It doesn't exactly feel ethical asking them to spend what little money they have on protein shakes.
Protein shakes? Is that all you think our product is?
I thought we were avoiding question marks.
We sell a lifestyle drink that transforms lives.
Sure. It's just seems like it might not be exactly what people need most right now.
Sally, maybe I was wrong about you being Platinum Club material. Now is exactly when people need our product the most. When they feel like they've hit rock bottom and there's nowhere else to go. When they feel like they can't possibly face another day. When they look in the mirror and utterly despise what they see. And that's when they need our shakes more than anything. And we, you and me, we have an obligation to put the solution into their hands. Don't you agree, Sally? You do want to make their lives better, don't you?
Of course I do.
You know what you need? A mindset shift. You're not selling a protein shake. You're selling a chance at personal transformation. It's like drinking a metamorphosis in a can. Ooh, that's good. Write that down.
A metamorphosis in a can. Sounds delicious.
Now let me hear your pitch.
I don't think.
If I'm going to mentor you, I need to know what I am working with. Let's role play. My name will be Nora. My husband is cheating on me with his secretary, and I'm binging the Pop-Tart.
Okay. Hi, Laura?
No questions, remember? Project confidence.
Hi, Laura. How are you doing?
Already you've lost her.
I just said hello.
Is where you build rapport, where you earn her trust. I like to start like this. Hey, hon. See the difference?
Yeah, that's just not my style. I don't feel comfortable calling a grown woman my age, hon.
It's like you don't even want to sell more than 2 cases. I didn't think of you as such an underachiever.
I'm not an underachiever.
Oh, then say it. Follow it up with a compliment and then hone in on the pain point.
Hey, hon, your hair looks great.
Oh, this? Well, Timmy doesn't think so. He prefers blonde and 10 years younger.
I'm so sorry. He's not worth your time then.
My God, that was so obvious. I might as well have been waving flashing lights. That was your ticket and you missed it. Hone in on that pain point and tell poor Laura how this shake will solve everything.
That's a bit of a stretch, isn't it?
Tell me how glowing skin, limitless energy, and a rejuvenated libido will change my life. And don't forget to put in a little personal experience. That keeps it from becoming too salesy.
So I found something that really changed my life. I drink a shake every morning for breakfast and another for lunch. My energy is through the roof.
I can just feel the energy flowing through the phone. It's truly electric.
Really?
No! It's a wonder you were able to sell those 2 cases.
You're right. Maybe I'm just not cut out for this kind of business.
Is that your idea or Dawn's?
Dawn has nothing to do with this. Those cases are just collecting dust in my garage, and I'm sick of seeing them there. I'm sure Kellyanne won't have any trouble selling them.
Those cases aren't dust collectors, Sally. They're your trip to Disney. They're an in-ground pool. They're the satisfaction of knowing that you've helped people transform themselves.
Look, the initial investment was a lot and Dawn's hours were just cut. So we were talking about it and we think it might be best just to sell back the inventory to you and just put this all behind us.
I knew it. This isn't what you want, Sally. This is what Dawn wants. He's threatened by you.
He is?
You're on your way to becoming a powerful, successful woman, so he's watching his wife become a total boss babe while his own paycheck is drying up. That's enough to threaten even the most secure of men.
I don't know.
I know. I really do see potential in you, Sally. And I know you're not a quitter. You're a good mom. You provide for your family. They're so lucky to have you working so hard to provide the best life for them.
Thanks, Doreen. It's really nice of you to say that.
But you're abysmal at providing for yourself.
There's that word again.
When was the last time that you did something just for you?
It's a little hard right now being quarantined at home and the kids not in school.
So from the moment you wake up to the time you go to bed, you're doing something for somebody else?
Well, it's like pulling teeth to get Kevin to sit at the computer for his Zoom class. And Ned, well, he's 2, so you know how that goes. I found him scribbling with Sharpie today all over the dining room wall. So yeah, it's a little hard finding time for a bubble bath these days.
You must be tired.
Exhausted. I fell asleep eating dinner yesterday.
Is your neck in knots?
How did you know?
Your fingernails?
Sally glances at her nails and then hides them in her lap.
Probably chewed to pieces. And you and Dawn?
What about us?
Does he still look at you like he did on your wedding night?
Well, of course not.
You don't want to become Laura with a husband who's sleeping with his secretary, do you?
You invented Laura.
We're all one step away from being Laura.
Look, if I sell back the inventory to you, it would solve everything. It's been really stressful having those cases just hanging over me, you know? I can drop them off for you tomorrow.
No.
You always said.
I'm not going to let you be a quitter, Sally. It's about time you let someone take care of you. Let me take care of you.
Then let me return the cases. Honestly, that's all I need, Doreen.
Doreen's face moves closer to her camera and she studies Sally's face carefully.
You haven't been drinking your shakes, have you?
Sally takes a deep breath and avoids eye contact.
Sometimes I forget. The days go by so fast.
It takes 30 seconds to drink one. I've timed myself. 30 seconds to take care of yourself. Surely you can find 30 seconds, can't you? You're worth that, don't you think?
I guess.
Then what is it?
I can't stomach them. I think they taste disgusting, like chalk chunks and something you know it's supposed to taste like chocolate, but tastes more like diluted, cheap hot chocolate mixed with dish soap and hard-boiled eggs.
I see. That's how you really feel?
It is. I'm sorry. It's nothing personal.
But those bags under your eyes? Do you want them?
Well, no.
And all that yawning? You're practically putting me to sleep. No wonder Don passes out the moment he climbs into bed.
I never said anything like that.
Is so dull and uneven. You deserve better than that, Sally. You're worth more than that. I don't pick just anyone to mentor. You know that, right? You're the real deal. You're platinum club material.
I don't think.
How could you? You're stuck in a fog of exhaustion and self-loathing, and to think the solution has been in front of you the whole time.
It has?
Of course. You need to drink the shakes. 2 a day. I've got a new flavor, mango ginseng. I'm putting you down for 5 cases of it. Your skin will glow. You'll run circles around your kids without breaking a sweat, and those knots in your neck will just melt away. And Don, his secretary doesn't stand a chance. Now stand up, Sally.
Right now?
Yes. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Great at standing up. Stand up tall. Shoulders back. Good. Hands on hips. Chin tilted up. That feels good, doesn't it? You look so strong and powerful. You are strong and powerful. Now repeat after me. I, Sally Miller, am worthy of 30 seconds.
I, Sally Miller, am worthy of 30 seconds.
To radically transform my life.
To radically transform my life.
And become the woman I am meant to be.
And become the woman I am meant to be.
How does that feel?
Good, I guess.
Now drink the shake. Go on. Take a sip.
Sally shakes the can and opens it. She slowly takes a sip.
Oh, hun, I'm so proud of you.
Lights fade.
Wonderful job, actors. All right, I'm going to welcome Emily onto our Zoom. Hi, Emily.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you.
Yes, audience, if you have any questions for Emily about this play, please feel free to mention it in the comments. I have the live stream going on my phone and I'll ask her. All right, Emily, where are you sheltering in place?
I am at my house on Long Island, New York. So right in the center of the outbreak, or close to it.
Yes, you're feeling it. Oh my goodness. Stay safe up there for us.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I would love to hear about your inspiration for this piece.
Sure. Well, first of all, I saw the call from your theater on a playwriting listserv that I'm on, and that was the first time I'd really even thought about doing a play for Zoom. So that was kind of intriguing to me. I liked the challenge of it and what that would mean. So I had that in the back of my mind. And then it seemed like when the outbreak first started, I was noticing an increase in people pitching their different products online, especially Facebook, multi-level marketing, MLM companies. And as I'm seeing these, I'm sort of thinking, wow, like that's something to be trying to get people to spend their money right now when so many people are really suffering. And it was so quick that the narrative that was shifted to people really pitching their products as this is what you need right now. They were really trying to capitalize on what people were going through. And this is the solution. You had to buy this one product and all your issues, quarantine related or not, would just melt away. So I was intrigued by that. I've never been a part of an MLM, but that whole world sort of fascinates me and the lingo that they use. So I started thinking, wow, that would make an interesting play to explore that a little bit more.
Well, the audience has been saying it is spot on. Lots of people are having the laugh reaction, the love reaction. Allison Stanford said, I loved it. It was so spot on. Virginia Paisley says, woo, Emily. Brendan says, hilarious and real. I would love to talk a little bit more about the ethics. Obviously, one of the characters is like, I don't think this is ethical. So talk a little bit about the difference between the two characters and the one that's like really passionate about the MLM.
Yeah, I think when I was writing it, one thing that I really had in the back of my mind was that I didn't want to come out really explicitly condemning MLMs. As I said, I'm not a part of one. I think there's a lot that you could criticize about them. But, I think that behind it all, I kind of appreciate the idea of women, especially women. It's not only women, but a lot of women are drawn to it because it is a chance for them to be the boss babe, as they say, and start their own business. And when you think about that on paper, it's great that a lot of these women are moms, they're juggling a lot of responsibilities, and to have an opportunity where they can really feel like they're doing something, contributing to their family financially. On paper, that sounds great. I think most of us probably know in reality, that's not how these MLMs function. But, I think as I was writing the character of Doreen, I think that she really honestly believes that what she's doing is a good thing. She believes in her product. And I wanted that to come through. I didn't want her to really be a villain in this play. So I wanted to represent both sides of it, because then you have the character of Sally, who's questioning the ethics, as you said, which I think many of us would probably agree with.
Yeah. And it was it was written wonderfully and acted wonderfully to where we're like, okay, if someone like Doreen was talking to me, I'd probably listen to her too, because she's so passionate and she does believe it. She believes in the message that she is selling. I love the word that you use, transformation, and the certain words here and there, like life-changing, glowing, things that these health companies often use. Talk a little bit about your writing with that.
Yeah, I was trying to get into character a little bit. Like I said, I've never been a part of an MLM. So I did a little bit of research into some of the lingo that they use, like the hey hun, or boss babes. I think each MLM has their own different lingo that they like to banter about. So this was obviously a made up MLM. But, I was trying to incorporate how they really use words that make their product like a miracle product. This is going to change your life in every possible way. Even though it is just a protein shake, it will, head to toe transform you. So that was what I was trying to capture.
Awesome. Well, we have one question. You kind of already answered this. Have you been asked to join an MLM ever? I'm assuming you probably have. You just aren't a part of one. And then she asked, how many chain letters about recipes and books have you gotten since March? Not sure what that question means, but I do love the language that you use as a Texas girl. The word hun is often used in a pet name way, and it can either be like, oh hun, like a little bit of pity in there. So I loved that use of that. To wrap this up, I would love to hear your advice to artists as they are sheltering in place, what you have that could spark creativity in them.
Yeah, writing is such a lonely endeavor, I think, to begin with. We're sitting behind computers or a notepad. So I think, first of all, writers are probably used to that loneliness in some ways. So I think a lot of us are sort of thriving in this time. I know for me, I felt a little bit more creative because there's nothing else to do. We're stuck at home. But it is also a very lonely time. So I think, quarantine or not quarantine, I think it's so important for writers to be a part of a writing community. I've been really fortunate to have been a part of several writing groups over the last decade or more. And it's made such a difference to me as a writer. I think we tend to be very self-critical people in general. And it's really easy to, as you're tapping away at your computer all by yourself, to get really discouraged, let writer's block creep in. But having a group of other writers who you can really count on to give you honest criticism, and also encourage you to keep going and bounce ideas off of them. For me, I know that's made a world of difference. And even just having a group that holds you accountable, that keeps you writing, that gives you deadlines, it really is night and day. Because especially we can't always trust, as much as we love our friends and our family, if you show them something, they often say, oh, that's great. So you need a group of people that you can really trust to be very objective and to steer you in the right way. I know my writing groups have probably saved me from hundreds of pages in the wrong direction. So I'm really grateful for them.
Thank you so much for sharing this piece with us in our festival. Please stay safe up there in Long Island.
Thank you. Same to you. Thank you so much for doing this. It was a really great distraction from everything that's going on. So I appreciate it.
Absolutely. You have a wonderful weekend.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you. Audience, we will be back here in just about 6 minutes at 4 o'clock for our next play. We will see you then.